Don't got a lot of time. Let's get into this. Baiken. This is what we're here for. Let's get into it. Her moves are now. You know what? You can read. I'm not doing this. I'll just summarize it. They're changing some of her stuff. And a lot of what I see, I won't know about until I'm actually in the game playing around with it, just like everyone else. What I do know, what I do see, is that what we saw in the trailer is looking good so far. Escobar is a vacuum. And the fact that people were guessing that when she parried, it was during some type of block stun. Whoever was over there counting frames, yeah, okay. So let's just do this line by line. Number one, defense and attack values across the board change. So I'm not going to get into that. You could do that yourself. Across the board. Some moves hit harder, and overall all the characters have more defense, more interactions. However it works out, that's how we're playing it. Here we go. Dash. Increase initial forward movement speed. I don't know about decreasing acceleration, but I like anything that looks like or sounds like she's faster, because she's pretty slow. So if she's even a little quicker, I'm all for that. It's hard enough for her to get in as is. And even if Escobar has this vacuum effect, you're still going to have to get through a lot of annoying 6Ps to get through it and so on and so forth. But that's it. That's fine. I will say something though. Maybe I'll talk about it later. Yeah, it's right here. Increase recovery for 6P, which is a gigantic fucking buff for Baiken. Because Baiken has to eat so many 6Ps. It's like that game just deletes her in so many ways. And hers just happens to just be terrible. That's why I never use it. If you see me using it in a match, it's an accident. I've gotten this far without using it. Hey. So you can't just keep spamming it. You can't just whiff it and then do it again. So hopefully it's a big recovery. Sick of that. I'm sick of that button. Moving on. Far standing S or far slash. Decreased knockback. And they say it up here. Far slash has less hitback, so following attacks are more likely to connect. People have been saying this forever. Far slash does not convert. You gotta go out of your way to convert with far slash. So I'm all for that. Let's keep this going. What is this? 5H. Added ground bounce effect on grounded hit. So I'm trying to think on grounded hit. So if I 2K 2D, no, that would be too slow. It would have to be something like I'm trying to think. Somewhere in the corner. Because there's times where I've done that, where I've done like it's like a jump in, Johansson. I can't really think of it right now. Like the scenario where they're on the ground and I've hit them with in the corner, knocked down, and then hit them with 5H. So that's supposed to raise them up, like letting you juggle more. I mean, I'm just trying to picture it. I don't know. It's just like Fist of the North Star. We could juggle. We could like dribble our opponents. I don't know, but let's see. I like it. I like it. And I'm already brainstorming. So that's 5H. Could be wrong. I'm tired. I need to go to work tomorrow. This is what it is. All right. The baby down here. 2H. My favorite. Blowback adjustment. Decrease horizontal blowback. I never felt like 2H knocked them back too much. Maybe it did. As long as I can get some side slashes in, maybe it'll affect the timing. But, I'm all for it. I've got my share of the whole side switching thing and looping and all that. So, I'll create something else, whatever. But we'll have to see what that looks like. It says decrease horizontal blowback, and does it talk about it up here? Let's see. Far slants. Combined with the changes to standing, okay, 5H and 2H, it's easier now to use Kabari heavy slash version and combos. Okay, all right. Maybe it knocks them upward since the horizontal. Okay, it's more vertical, and you just have to time your claw a little better, or I'll have to see. But that looks like a buff or a quality of life. We'll just see. I'm all for it. Grease damage for 6H. That's good. You know, that's an overall buff to her. 6H is in a lot of combos. So, added ground bounce effect on grounded hit. So, like if I throw the character, right, and you can throw the character and then do like when they just have a slither of life. You don't want to have to go for another mix up. You can do a 6H, and it will kill them. That was it. You know, if they had just a slither of life left. So if I'm reading this right, increase wait, added ground bounce effect on grounded hit. Well, so are we dribbling our opponents? We'll see. Increase launch height after ground bounce. Okay. I like that if that's what I'm thinking that it is, but let's move on. Jump D. Increase damage. I don't have to say anymore. Good. Moving on. Yeah, okay, we all know this. Kabari, vacuum effect, great. Moving on. We know this. Yozansen. Mid-air Yozansen. Added vacuum effect when connecting with opponent during the latter half of the active frames. So I'm thinking Ninesen. You know, I'm thinking cross-ups. That's good. That's good. There's a lot of times I'm doing a mix-up where I'm running towards them, and I'm doing a Ninesen very tight, and I have to do it so tight to make sure I stay close enough to them so I can convert off of that. So I'm hoping when they say vacuum effect, it allows you to get a better combo off of like the cross up of Yozansen. So we'll have to see. And it says mid air only. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe we can get some Kabari Yozansens going. Some yeah, I like that. All right. All right, what do we got? Haragi. Yes, yes. What they should have been messed with this entire time. So let's see what's going on here. The start of the attack can no longer be canceled into overdrives. I'm thinking that's the super PRC, whatever that is. I'm fine with that. Never used it. It's whatever. Can now be activated while on block stun. Whoever was counting the frames and doing the math and science or whatever they were doing, you know, brainstorming, they were right. So fantastic. Can now be activated while in block stun. That is big. As far as the parry's concerned, that is pretty big. And that seems to be, so far, I don't know other changes to characters, unique to Baiken. So, but then again, you gave Anji like 5 spins in a row, so we'll see. You know, these buffs are only as good as all the other characters' buffs. So keep that in mind. So I'm just going to take this at face value. When performed during block stun, Haragi does not trigger the effect upon success. Okay, so in other words, you just don't get the body slam, whatever, the throw. But puts the opponent into guard crush. Yeah, we saw that. Alright, cool. That's good, because I didn't want it to be a far parry situation. That would have sucked. So that's good as in block stun. Okay, alright, we'll see how that works. Can now be dash canceled after withstanding an attack without triggering the effect. Okay, we know that. Wait, without triggering the effect. Okay. Adjusted blowback to create less distance after withstanding an attack from an area opponent without triggering the effect. Okay, so that's if they're jumping in and you do it. So yeah, you don't knock them all the way on the other side of the stage, which whoever programmed that, I mean, I don't know, like this is what I'm talking, just neglected. There's some jank with Baiken that they just completely neglected. You know, a lot of people talk about how complete she was, and they're like, surprise Pikachu when she's bottom two. It's just stupid. Just typical, Discord thinking. That's what it is. There you go. What we got? Increase active window for withstanding attacks when performed outside of block stun. Yes. Yes, this game has a lot of nonsense. I do not want to get hit by a Slayer. Okay, and the fact that you can just use a slightly slower button and I have to all of a sudden eat 70%, that's not fair. It's not fair. They could reduce the damage. I just want the opponent off of me. So yeah, increase active window for withstanding attacks when performed outside of block stun. I'll have to see. I have to see. I do not want just one extra frame. I think I need a little bit more than that. A little bit more than that, Cap. All right. Oh no, we're coming to the end. All right. What are they gonna do with the gun? What are they gonna do with the gun? Because the gun is not. I don't like the gun. It's just, the 3-hit thing is nice, but the setup for it is just I don't like it. There could be so much more utility. But let's get this over with. Fix an issue causing the number of hits to increase. Okay, well that's out the window. Fix an issue causing the proration to change under certain conditions. Well, that tells me nothing. Okay, well that's it. This looks good, and I'm only looking at this in a way as, does this transform Baiken? Does it give her new setups? Can I play her differently? Can I do new things? Because I have a lot of fun with this character, but I can only mess around with what they give me. And, they've kept her pretty much the same. So I'm going to have to see what this 5H ground bounce thing, whatever they're doing, we're going to have to take a look at that. What we saw in the trailer obviously is what they wanted to show. But compared to like Tightrope Chip and Armor Pop Buster, I don't know. Like I said, her buffs are only as good as everyone else's. So I'm not going to get my hopes up yet. But at the end of the day, I'm just hoping I can have fun. And you too. Anyway, that's it. All right, folks. Good night. And enjoy theory crafting until we get this thing launched. Take care. Happy Halloween.